Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to go over my stock picks for the week of October 11th through October the 15th. Before we do, just to reiterate, I'm not a financial advisor. Make sure that you do your own research before investing. Also, if you find value in today's video, smash the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel if you enjoy our content, and hit that notification bell. That way YouTube can let you know every time we release new content. So other than that, guys, let's dive right on into it. All right, guys, before getting into my picks for this week, we're going to give you an update and recap of last week's picks. So we had Tesla or FNGU, CEI, and then DraftKings and GNOG. All right, guys, so looking at Tesla first, we talked about if you got in here, maybe ride it up to about 800 bucks if you're going to do a swing trade to take profits. And you see it did actually hit 800 twice this week. Hit it on Monday, then it fell back down to a low of 776, and then hit 803 again on on Thursday. Okay, CEI, we talked about this one to be very, very cautious because we thought that it could pop up, or it also could, completely just tank. It could really go either way. It's down about 50% for the entire week. You still could have actually got in for a swing play if you kind of planned it right. So you see on the 6th of October, it was 91 cents and then got to a high of 232. So you just have to have kind of timed it right on this one and kind of have been patient with it because it did fall down all the way to 91 cents and then popped up to 232. And now we're back down to 171. So it's one to kind of keep an eye on to see if it's going to start moving up forward or if it's going to come back down to around that dollar level. That'll be interesting to see. And then Golden Nugget fell to you see actually a low of 17.27, but this again, guys, anything under $20 for the longer term until that merger with DraftKings, in my opinion, is a good buy. We did get a high of 18.36. It looked like we were going to actually start making our way back towards that $20 mark, but again, this one's following DraftKings, so it's kind of out of our control at this point. Is whatever DraftKings does, that's what we're going to do. As you see, DraftKings made a pop, and you see this chart's going to look very, very similar to what Golden Nuggets is. So hopefully DraftKings can make a recovery and start trading back into the 50s, and that'll pull Golden Nugget back into the 20s. All right, guys, so my picks for the week of October 11th through the 15th, first of all, is UVXY, which is the ETF that trades basically against the market. When the market goes down, this thing will go up, and I'll tell you why. We could be setting up for a play on it this upcoming week. AGTC, which is a biotech company, we're going to look at the charts on that and kind of explain why it may be a possibility for me to start building out a small position on it for a longer term swing play. And then SSL, which is SSL. This is one that whenever the market gets hit down, this thing recovers fairly well, and it's been moving on an uptrend for the past several months and looking kind of good, so we're going to look at that one as well. The watch list for this week, the S&P 500 just overall, they have the consumer price index, the CPI, come out on Wednesday, I believe at 5:30 a.m. And that's going to talk about inflationary numbers and things of that nature. And if that's negative, then obviously it's going to pull the market back down, or it may just start trading. Come out from the gate on Monday and Tuesday and fall in anticipation to that. I don't know. We have to just kind of wait it out and see. Hemp is one to keep an eye on as well. There's an article that came out about California legalizing a certain amount of hemp to be put in edibles and in the food and beverage industry and stuff like that. So I'm going to make a video on that later tonight. That's going to break down the entire article of that which is passed. CEI, I think, is one to keep an eye on. If it continue to fall down to that dollar level, it'll be back to undervalued status, and you could hop in and get a double up play again on it because this thing moves really fast. And if you time it right, you can make a decent amount of money, but you just got to time it right. It's one that you definitely want to be cautious with as well. So, and also, guys, the cryptocurrency Shiba Inu, the SHIB, keeping an eye on this thing as well to see if we can actually maintain and hold support at where we are, or where we're at, or if we're going to push higher, or we're going to start selling off. I'm not sure. But one thing about this I want to tell you, there's a lot of clickbait videos out there. In order to save time and save yourself some trouble, go to coinmarketcap.com and just type in SHIB. You can look at the charts. you can look at the articles and keep up with actual news that's coming out, because there's so many YouTube videos that are flooding YouTube of and their thumbnail says like ship to $6, ship to 50 cents, ship to $1, and they're saying, oh, big news, this is gonna, it's nothing's happening. So coinmarketcap.com, it'll be linked in the description below. Type in SHIB and you can keep an eye on everything that you need to know from there. That's where I pull my articles from. That's where I get all my information from. So, and also you can follow some people on Twitter that keep up with it. They'll post news and stuff like that. But YouTube videos just flooded with with a lot of clickbait. So anyway, guys, let's go ahead and take a look at our plays for the week, and let's see what the charts are telling us. All right, guys, so looking at UVXY, we know that this one is overall just decays over time, right? So we are pretty much at the bottom of the fib level right here, and looking to make, in my opinion, a pretty decent little spike up to the upside if the market were to pull back. Now you see we hit a low of about 1994, popped up, came right back down, and now we're finding a floor again. We may get as low as 19 and some change, and then we could spike back up somewhere in the 20s, low 20s before making profit. But it's kind of like forming a little W-shaped move right here, which I think is going to actually do pretty well this week. I think you're going to see a little spike in volatility this week before a recovery, and you see that we're cooling off on the bearish pattern and looking to try to cross over to a bullish. So it's one to keep an eye on, absolutely, for sure. But you want to make sure that you get a green Doge candle, at least one green candle close above that green EMA line to confirm that we're going to make a move to the upside. All right, guys, next up, AGTC. Okay, this thing here is, I mean, again, same thing here. It's kind of at the bottom of the bottom, and it could consolidate at this level, about 257 to 250 range. But this thing hit a high back in January, a high of almost $10, $9.70. Fell back down, came right back up from $4 and some change all the way to $9. Fell down again, came back up, and then we've just been kind of trading and going down ever since. So you're really just one strong PR away from a massive move, in my opinion, from this. I do think we go a little bit lower, maybe even to the 250 to 240 level, but it's one to kind of keep an eye on, maybe start building out your position. From there, I'm going to link their website in the description below if you want to take a look and see exactly who they are, what they do. I believe that they're dealing with like gene therapy and things of that nature. But they have a video that explains everything that goes on with that company. You can take a look at. Next one up, guys, SSL, ticker symbol SSL. As you see here, we are in a bearish pattern, but we did get a buy signal late on Friday, so it'll be interesting to see if we continue that move up and we retest that resistance of 1984, and if we can pop through there, that'll run through our support. But I would keep an eye on it early on Monday and see if this is going to hold true, if we're going to actually get a confirmation candle here that we're moving higher to the upside, or just some kind of little false breakout and we're going to fall back down and test the support level of 1742. But I can tell you now that if the market pulls back and this stock pulls back as well, this thing recovers very, very well. As you see here, this is one of the last times we had a really big pullback in the market. This thing fell down here, and you see the recovery that it's had over the past couple of weeks, so it's one to kind of keep an eye on. All right, guys, well, thanks for watching. That's all I got for you in this video. A reminder, I'm going to have the hemp video that comes out later this evening. That's going to go over the full article breakdown that was released of the bill passed in California. So, guys, if you like the video, make sure that you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you enjoy our content and you want to see more like it, and also hit the notification bell. That way YouTube will let you know every time we release new content. Also, comment below on what your plays are for the week. What are your thoughts on mine? And tell me what you would like to see moving forward from the channel. If you have any recommendations, I'll make sure to take them into consideration and make a video for you. Other than that, we'll catch you in the next one.